Do I need to take a picture? You guys are just going to take it from the video?
All right, guys, welcome back to another family dream farm. Today I'm doing another farm walkthrough, but I wanted to talk about what made my hunt for 7-card, which we've been calling the magnum opus of our hunting here on the home farm. Just absolutely perfect opening day buck kill. I want to talk about how that came to be. I killed him out of this radix here above me, out here in this food plot at 20 yards. Let's start with the food plot. Actually, let's back that up even more. Let's start with the ag. Over my shoulder on the other side of the food plot over here, we have a fresh planting of alfalfa. They planted it a couple weeks before the season. It's starting to come in good. That's the main food source destination in this area. This plot right here is just a salad appetizer. It's the Domain Big Sexy, and then we broadcast some cereal rye over it. So I'll show you the Domain and then the cereal rye too. So all those brassicas, that's the Domain. And you have your cereal rye is like this stuff right here. An appetizer per se for the deer heading out to the main ag. Another reason why this plot works so well in my favor was these bad boys. And as you can see, they are everywhere. Right up there. Those are all red oaks. There's another grove. You can see the trees with the green leaves still right up there. Just raining down acorns everywhere. They're literally everywhere. So that is another draw. We have the red oak acorns, the food plot, the main ag. Obviously, we've talked at length about my watering hole. This is the Landbridge Watering Hole. It's a two-parter. I'll show you the other side here in a minute. But let's talk about soft and hard edges. Behind me here, you can see, back here behind me, it's a hard edge. Thick, nasty, you can see all the ash trees falling down, high stem count. We push all the deadfalls that way. This entire field edge all the way down is that way. Hard edge, hard for the deer to see. Good for them to bed. This is a top flat. As you see through there, there's not a lot of green trees. There's an oak tree there, but all yellow in there. So there's not a lot of acorn producing mass trees in that area. So they're bedding over there, working their way down here to feed. If I turn around, this edge right here where my blind is, as you can see back in the woods. If I point directly that direction, you can probably see 100 yards or more. Very, very soft edge. There's more stuff down here now than I normally allow. I come through and clean this up every year. I take all the dead saplings, throw them over that hill. That right there is a ravine edge. I'll walk over to it. I throw all the saplings down over that ravine edge, and I keep this as soft as possible so the deer can see very far on this end. I'll spin the camera. Wide open woods. Deer can see forever. But over there, the deer cannot see. So it forces the deer and the turkeys, if they want to enter where they can see, to come around this water into this open area and then stage up. Slowly walk up and then enter into the plot with me right there. It's worked for many, many, many deer, many, many, many turkeys. Here's the edge I was talking about, the ravine edge. As you can see, steep ravine edge right here. Throw all the stuff down over top of it. That bottom is incredibly thick down there because the creek has shifted its path over the last 10 years or so. And all the older trees have died. The sunlight can penetrate. It's super thick down there, and the deer don't like to bed in the bottom, so they bed on top. If I come over here to the land bridge, this is the bottom watering hole, and it's about 2 feet from the top. So there's the top watering hole, dam I built. There's a pipe over there. This is the lower one. You see that tree's all rubbed up right there. You can see where the deer got in there. They come up and drink on this edge right here. You can see the deer tracks. Perfect view of everything. If you're a deer standing right here, hard to see over there. Wind is coming through. You can smell everything that's over there. So it's hard to see, but you can smell everything. And they work their way out into the plot. Past my blind, I put, I don't even know, 10 years worth of work into that spot. And the deer just funnel through this open area. I'm walking on the exact path that 7 card walked. They come over here, they can either cross the land bridge and go into the thick, or stay in the open, walk this edge, keep their eyes above. They think they're safe, they can see everything. Oh look, acorns everywhere. Take a couple bites, walk out into the food plot, whack, get killed. Cell camera's right there. Been capturing all the action. Just a beautiful spot that works out great. We're gonna go check some other stuff on the farm today. Give you a little update on the scrapes. Hopefully we can find Isaac another shooter. We lost a buck named Judd this morning. We've talked about him a lot. Neighbor guy killed him, so we're on to plan C at this farm. Tuners is around and the G3 buck. So there are some shooters in the area, and hopefully we can find them on this cam check.
Did exactly what we wanted him to do. You know, this is a deer that's killed just on knowledge of the property, the work that we've done, the locations we put in, just being smart with our pressure. And when the opportunity strikes to have a deer like this opening day on a pattern, you have to take it.
Plot's looking mighty green. Hopefully that bed of clover kind of explodes before next spring, and then this whole thing can be a really good green food plot come turkey season. I'd love to shoot a gobbler here. That scrape over my shoulder has just been getting a ton of action. I got to adjust the cell camera on a little bit and refresh it up, but this is a place where Isaac might kill a deer. I wish we would get some rains to fill up this watering hole because it's mighty dry, but it's doing what it needs to do. And that scrape tree is also doing what it needs to do. The action from there has been awesome. I'll show you guys a little bit of that. Lake plot's looking beautiful. Gonna move a cell cam here to a scrape. There's one down over the corner here. Find myself a good scrape for cell cam, and this will be a spot that Isaac is probably gonna spend a lot of time in during the rut, especially with south winds. Look at that line of clover. Beautiful.